Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It's Thursday, June the 14th, year 2018. Let's talk trading. Why you do not get better at trading, part 15. One of the reasons you don't get better at trading is because you don't realize it takes time to get good. I mean, think about it. Anything you learn from walking to playing baseball to driving, it took you some time to go from never doing something to becoming kind of good at it and then becoming proficient, and in some cases going on to master whatever it is. I mean, we pretty much all mastered walking, right? In other words, we don't fall down, more than half the time when we attempt to walk across a room or out the door or something, right? Every now and then we might trip or stumble or wobble or something, but for the most part, we've got walking down, right? But what about trading? I mean, really, you download a trading platform. Maybe you play with the demo just to get an idea how to buy and sell. And then, you put some money in the account, you fund it, and then you think right then and there, you're going to start making money and be good at trading right from the get-go. Now, really, is that realistic? I mean, I've said it many times, trading is simple, but simple's not the same as easy. Sure, it's easy to click the mouse, and you could find yourself in a winning trade just by random. But to do it on a consistent basis, finding yourself in a winning trade where you're actually producing a profit at the end of the session or the end of the week or the end of the month or the end of the year. I mean, when you look at most money managers out there, they can't even beat the market. So it's time to have some realistic expectations on how long it takes you to get good. And one thing you can do to make sure you have enough time to get good is employ your money and risk management, because if you don't, you could just blow your account on one trade, and you don't want that to happen. So let's take a look-see here. We've got the monthly chart. Once again, I gave you these levels at the beginning of the week, and had you just followed that monthly candle color, you'd be in profit. And weekly, we had the weekly levels, and once again, just following the candle color, be in profit. And as we look here, we only have two pairs that haven't filled the gap. This dollar Canadian looks interesting. I haven't traded dollar Canadian in a while. Maybe I should now. It's over the 130 area, so might look for a pullback. Let's look over at the monthly. So you see here, it did bust through, but now it's back in the monthly wick zone. So it might be interesting to trade dollar Canadian and kind of get a big picture look there where it is over the course of a few years. So might want to keep our eye on that. Huge gap right to there. Maybe that gap fills next week. And we can stick with dollar Canadian here. Let's just look at it. It's right here. It's making a new high. That's live. Look at these 200 pip moves. I'm going to switch over to the euro yen. That is a huge range. Huge. Breaking out of that low. Let's look at the month. Huge pullback. We're right to that, almost to that mid. Might want to consider that previous midpoint. Hey, somehow I clicked off the video there. I'm not sure where we left off. So I noticed that we've got some of these nice 200 pip ranges here, and Euro yen's one of my favorites. I don't know, did we leave off with dollar Canadian? I don't know. Somehow I looked down, the video wasn't recording. Somehow I accidentally hit the pause button, I guess. But anyway, you can see here we've got a huge range, 200 pips here on the euro, yen. Interesting, euro franc and euro pound, not even 100. We've got the pound trades here, the New Zealand and the pound actually have a larger range than the beast. That's interesting. Very interesting. You can see here what a buy zone trade that would have been. Now we're in the rat zone right here. Maybe look for a green rat bounce. Oh, let's see here. There's the open. There's the pivot. It got filled, that's for sure. We're all the way down to S4. And here's the monthly pivot right there. So look for a bounce. This would, if you're short, this would be a nice take profit area. You can see here we've got some missed pivots, only 4. So once again, just trading these pivots. You can see here this pivot got covered, coming up right here. Took a while, but it got covered. And going along with these missed pivots, I think I told you I'm working on that naked candles idea. Price action, what can you say? Same thing I say every day. So here we have it, a 3-ball. Look for green at the line in about 20 minutes, 19:41, 19 minutes, 39 seconds. But unfortunately, this isn't live stream, so you can't get in it. I know somebody said that. I'm going to have to look into that, live streaming. Red at the line, green at the line, simple stuff. But you see, how do you get good at it? I mean, it's one thing, it says that we have to have the expectation. That's going to take us time. Then we have to decide what do we have to do to get good? Well, basically, not make stupid mistakes. That's the biggest one. Not be fumble fingers. I mean, that's really all it takes. Now, I had to pause it for a second there, but here we go. Wick zone. Price doesn't like staying in the wick zone. Doesn't matter which pair. We're in the holo zone. Gonna probably make a new lower open. That will definitely be tradable. As you can see, I've been switching. When I switch pairs, we don't have history on the ticks, so you get to see it live. There was a nice inventory reduction short there. There's a long trigger here. And we look at the M1 price action with the naked bars showing here. So you see here, you had a naked bar. So chances are this will cover, this will cover, this will cover. And then eventually these will cover. It's just not too many naked bars. And actually that one did cover. Like I said, I'm still working on this indicator. I got to get the logic right. Because see, that came down. We had a lower low, higher high on the body. So that got covered. I'll have to dig into the indicator. But as you can see here, it looks like we're going to cover there. And the Einstein, taking a long trigger right there. So the thing is, it's going to take time to get good. And you see, yesterday we talked about doing nothing and waiting, like that alligator just waiting. So that's part of it. Time. Takes time to get good at trading. So just remember that. Don't be frustrated. Just look and see. Let's see, we're on what, part 14 today? And just go back over the other 13 videos and see if there's something there that maybe you can improve on, because this whole series got started that you have to practice. You have to practice the things in a methodical way that you need to master in order to get good. It's just like playing a musical instrument. You know, there's every now and then there's those people who can just pick it up and just play like they were born playing. But for most of us, we got to get in the woodshed and practice. So remember, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. TheRumpledOne signing off to drain the banks.